Yes, it's midnight in Cabo Verde.
Where are you? In Nigeria, right?
No, Cabo Verde, Cape Verde.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm doing my master's in Cape Verde.
Ibu Panitia, dimulai aja langsung atau bagaimana?
Ya,
Halo.
silakan. Silakan,
Okay.
Pak. Ya, bisa, Pak.
Oke, bisa. Oke. Shall we begin now? Sorry, it's about 5 minutes late, but for me it's fine because we have plenty of time. Today it's not the presentations is not really hard as previous sessions, like particularly Google Earth Engine. It's very simple, and I thought Umir has already know this this knowledge. So I would like to invite Umir to help me if I forget or if I need some assistance. Is that okay, Umir?
Yes, okay, but what is it?
It's about MHI. It's about Mangrove
MHI.
Health Index. Last year you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I remember the material.
Okay. Allow me to share the screen. Maybe not that one. The other one. Okay. Press that. There you go. Okay. Okay. So, good morning again, everyone. Good morning here, sorry. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon, maybe for everybody across the world. I hope you are still in spirit. This is the last day of the training course. So you should be still keep your exciting to follow these sessions. I think this is not very hard. We are going to talk about Mangrove Health Index, and I think you have already measured it by using Monmeng, right? Have you? Yesterday you learned about Monmeng applications, and you show there is one of the parameters showing in Monmeng is a Mangrove Health Index. That's like numbers after you collect all the data, and in the end of the process you got, oh, this is MHI or MHI, like that. So today I would like to explain deeper about what is Mangrove Health Index. What is Mangrove Health Index? Why is it important? Why it is important, and why we need this Mangrove Health Index, or how Mangrove Health Index is developed, like that. And then I remember in the end of sessions from Pak Safran, he requests you guys to do homework related to Mangrove Health Index as well, right? If I'm correct, right? Yeah. And you have to finish that in the end of this training course. You have to finish that. So remember the homework. But we can do this homework after this afternoon, after these presentations. Wait a moment. I have a request from my son. Sorry. Ya, sebentar. Sebentar. Sorry, I come back. Okay. So back to Mangrove Health Index. If we are talking about Mangrove Health Index, actually, we need it for the purpose of what we are doing with mangrove. We need to manage our mangrove, and Mangrove Health Index is one of the tools to doing so. So, in a simple thought, when we are going to manage our mangrove, we need data, right? And then what kind of data we need? It's easy, it's quantity, and it's quality. That's the basic data we need for manage our mangrove. In terms of quantity, we have to do mapping, like using Google Earth Engine, remote sensing, and etc. That's the way we gain the data of quantity. But when we need to know about the quality of mangrove, of our mangrove forest, we have to consider what kind of data we have to collect. Because speaking about quality, we know we may choose biodiversity, its ecological functions, its ecosystem services, threat, and etc. It's too many parameters, too many criteria when we are thinking about quality of mangrove forest. So that's why we have to find out a single metrics, a single index, a single indicators that we can use it to evaluate or to judge this is a good mangrove or this is a bad mangrove. That's the idea. So from that, we can make only two metrics that we can say the quality of or the conditions of mangrove based on the quantity based on quality. Based on quantity, we just say the area of mangrove, how big is it? The quality we can say using Mangrove Health Index, for example, here. So remember this this slide from Professor Yokosaka. This is the examples, the good example for showing that why we need data like Mangrove Health Index. When we want to manage about blue carbon ecosystems based on community, still we need data of a mangrove itself, including local perceptions about the mangrove and policy from government. from this also, when we talk about community-based management, the data should be simple, but not too simple. The data should be simple. How to collect the data should be simple, and the community can use it, can collect the data by themselves, not depend on scientists, for example, not depends on the specialists. So that's why this is another reason why we need Mangrove Health Index, why we develop Mangrove Health Index in this case. So from that informations, from that background, we can say, I define Mangrove Health Index. We define Mangrove Health Index as a single metric or value or parameter that can represent, reflect, and show the quality of mangrove ecosystems. Either is it ecosystem functions, ecosystem services, biodiversity, and many others parameters that reflects the conditions of mangrove. And the Mangrove Health Index should be can be compare from times to times, or from sites to sites. So that's why the Mangrove Health Index should there is not ambiguity. There is no different standard from site to sites or from time to times. Should be similar, should be same standard we are using. And also the criteria of Mangrove Health Index should be simple, because we need it not only for us as scientists, or but also using by government, by forest managers, by community. So the MHI or the MHI, it should be simple and practical, and but still reliable. Still reliable means still based on scientific knowledge. And the most important thing is it can be integrated with spatial data. So what this Mangrove Health Index created based on field measurements, and should be, so that's why we should be integrated to spatial data, so we can have a Mangrove Health Index on a map. It's like that. So this is the formula that we propose for the formula of MHI. Formula based on the measurements in the field. We measure canopy coverage, we measure diameter at breast height, and we measure number of sampling per area. Number of sampling is actually stand, sorry, somebody could mute. Okay, can we, okay, continue. So the sapling, it's actually the stands having diameter. Oh, sorry. Should be like that. So this is sapling is stands, mangrove stands. We measure with having diameter at breast height less than 5 centimeters. Bigger than that, it's categorized as tree. Yeah. I hope you have already learned about how to measure or how to do sampling by yesterday with Pak Wayan, right? And especially using Monmang. It's easy to you measure the diameter, you measure height, you measure canopy coverage, etc. With in the plot 10 to 10, 10 times 10 meter squares. And that's the basics of measurements. And then from that measurements, we use it for calculating mangrove health index here. And this is the formula. And by using Monmang, you do not need to put all the data, and then you just click and come up the MHI, and you know this area has this percent of MHI, and then there is a quality as well, like this is good, excellence, and medium, and then bad. I forgot the classifications in Monmang. Something like that. Okay, and then as I say before, why or how mangrove health index developed. Actually, the presentations from Dr. Severino last 3 days, it's he already explained the basic theory of mangrove health index. He talked about structural complexity. Well, actually, that's the basic idea of this mangrove health index. We develop it based on the idea of structural concept, structural complexity concept. I use several publications talking about structural complexity index. For example, it's from Malaysia, Mangrove Quality Index, and then McElhinney and Storch, and many more. This paper actually talking about mangrove quality index, particularly in Malaysia, but for McElhinney, it's from dryland forest, and Felix Storch, that's from forest in temperate. So actually, it's different forests, but the idea of structural complexity is quite similar. The structural complexity can capture all the phenomena in the forest. If it's not only in mangrove, not only in dryland forest, not only in temperate, they share the same idea. Based on the structural complexity, it can capture all the quality like biodiversity, ecological functions, ecosystem services, etc. Like this, what Pak Severino explained. So more complex the forest structure, the link, the conditions of the forest will be more completed. Like for example, the structural complexity means they provide many space for biotas. They have many layers. They have the forest has many layers. They has many space in 3-dimensional. So the space will be occupied by many kind of biota. Based on that, because many biotas there, many various biotas there occupying a lot of spaces on the forest, in the forest. So it means biodiversity increase because of the complexity, the more complex forest. Okay. And then because of many biota, because of the high biodiversity means that can provide, or the functions of the ecological functions could be more complex, and let's provide more ecosystem services to us or to other biotas, right? Or easy, actually, I do not need to explain more about this because Dr. Seps already explained very clear about the link between forest structural complexity and diversity, particularly mollusks, and also the conditions of soil, the quality of soil, and you can see that's the link. So that's why we pick up this idea, the structural complexity, to be used as basic of mangrove health index development. Okay. Well, actually, when we were developing mangrove health index, there were a long debate how to develop it and what kind of parameters we need to use to pick up the structural complexity. So that's why we choose many parameters like canopy coverage, stem height, diameter, base height, basal area, number tree, number of sapling, number of seedling, and number of tree and sapling, etc., etc. And then luckily we have an opportunity to collect all samples from around Indonesia that can cover many kind of forests, like mangrove in small islands, mangrove in big delta, mangrove in fringing, mangrove in big islands, and mangrove with still intact, or mangrove with having degradation. So we collect all the variations to develop mangrove health index. Like here I show it's about 30 monitoring locations, total 337 stations, and the number of plots is about 800 to 1,300 plots, and which is this is good for development index, especially for Indonesian case. If there is any data plots from other countries, it may be included in the development of it. I hope it can increase the quality of mangrove health index. So, like I said before, it should be one standard that can capture all the variations from all over the world in mangrove. So how to develop the mangrove health index? Actually, we are using PCA. We run many kind of PCA based on the parameters we have. Like for example, I showed this here only three times running, and eventually we find this is the best parameter. This is the best parameters we have. This is based on canopy coverage and diameter and number of sapling. So if we compare with the previous one, see, there is no good separations between one side or the other side. The groupings based on the quality, based on the what we call it visual or judgment. But we can see that there is no good separations when we are using canonical coverage, height, diameter, and number. Like for example, this same actually, it's not good separations. But when we using this one, 3 parameters, the separations is quite good. We can see here, and the most the parameters that influence most actually canonical coverage. You can see from the gradations from below, from the bottom to the top, like this. The red one is the bed mangrove, and going up on the top is the best one. So from this analysis, we make a formulations of mangrove health index based on scoring. Scoring actually, we want to pick up the distributions of data from the plots we have. For example, if we have a canopy coverage data, and then we sort the data from the lowest to highest, and then we also sorting the data of diameter from the low diameter to high diameter, and also sorting the number of sapling from the low to the high. Because the numbers is different, we have to standardize. We have to standardize using scoring. How to standardize? We use the percentile scores like this. For example, after we score, we sort the data. For example, this from the low to high, from 10% to 97%. We sort it, and then we find out, oh, this is the percentiles of the data. For example, 12.4 is the first percentile, and 13 is the second percentile, and etc. And then we put it here in the correlation graph, or in the regression graph, and then we can have a formula, or we can have a regressions formula that correlate between percentile, or we say score, to the canonical coverage. The score should be ranged between 0 to 10. 0 to 10, just like that. So from that, we can standardize all 3 parameters. We have standard for canonical coverage, we have standard for diameter, we have standard for number of sapling. And so that's why we can make it average of the 3 parameters and multiply by 10, so we can have it in 100%. So from this formula, we can have mangrove health index range from 0 to 100. That's the value. And then after that, we separated into 3 groups. If we have 0 to 30, we can say that's a bad mangrove. 30 to 60 something, 67, it's a moderate, and 67 to 100, or it should be excellent. The categorization should be there in Monmang. So I do not need to explain this here. So when we use that formula, and then we plot the data based on MHI, for example, here, we found the variations of MHI. Like, for example, here I just classify based on the data, and I put the different color here from yellow to red, and then found, oh, this is yellow, it could be low MHI, and the red one is good, for example. But it's not really easy to read. But if we see here, this is in Merauke, you can see the yellow is have a low value of mangrove health index, and you can see from the canopy coverage is quite low. You can see here, it's not too dense compared to here. Compare here, it's a bit orange. It means the mangrove health index is high, and then it's dense. It means the mangrove is good, but here in yellow, the mangrove is bad. Well, but it's still hard to pick up or to read or to use it for manage our mangrove. So that's why we have to use it in spatial data. To do that, we have to make another formula to extrapolate the mangrove health index using remote sensing. For example, here, this is just for example, actually, we use MVI. You have already learned before, right? We use MVI, and then we make a simple model, and then we found this formula. So that's why we can find that formula and use it for extrapolating the mangrove health index, and then we can map it. Like here in Segara Anakan, you can see the distributions of mangrove health index based on its value. And then this is just simple separations. We separate the mangrove health index based on 10 classifications like this. And we can see the distributions, the spatial distributions of mangrove health index like this. So if you have already if you have already been to Segara Anakan, you can see mangrove health index, the good mangrove should be around here, around Cilacap, and then the rest, it's bad mangrove, just like this. And I believe you have already using Monmang, and you can see mangrove health index map on the Monmang, right? That's based on this information, and you can, but from by using different formula. So actually, that's the basic idea of mangrove health index, why we need it, and how we develop it, and how we present the mangrove health index on the map. And I think that's enough about mangrove health index. I thought the explanation is not really clear. So I hope there is any questions from these explanations. So if there is any questions about mangrove health index, please.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, please. Yeah, Pak Zulham, silakan.
thank you, Pak Yaya. It's a interesting presentation. I want to ask about the difference of MHI, Mangrove Health Index, with quality standard that considerance from Environment Minister number 201
Yeah.
in 2004. What's the difference? Quality standard, standard baku mutu of
Yeah.
mangrove healthy and MHI.
Yeah,
Thank you, Pak Yaya.
Thank you, Pak Zulham. Yeah, this is a very good question. Why? Because we have last times we have a meeting discussions about this, how we find the what we call it, the best way to use mangrove health index and how to use the standard from government. Well, actually, mangrove health index is one of the response when we are using standard from government, because standard from Indonesian government, they use two kind of parameters that sometimes contradictive when we use it. For example, like this, in an old mangrove, in the mangrove forest has a big trees, dense coverage, but low density. Only a few stand we can find. So based on the standard from government, if we choose parameters of canopy coverage, that will be good. That will be considered as a good mangrove. But if we choose the number of stands or the density of mangrove, it should be considered as the bad mangrove or the degraded mangrove. So that's why we respond to that situations. We come up with the idea. I think we have to find out one standard. So that's why we create this mangrove health index. As I said, the standard should be one matrix, so there is no confusions because of different standard, because of two parameters, for example, from government. So we use many standards, many parameters, and compile it in one matrix. We call it mangrove health index. And by using mangrove health index, so far we found that's work well. Even though we use models by using remote sensing, for example, many times Pak Wayan show the result of model and ask to the local people, how about the mangroves in this area, and the information should always match with our model result. So that's why we confidence to use mangrove health index as one parameters that can evaluate the conditions of mangrove. But I don't know how can it works in other countries, because this model created based on the data from Indonesia. If this MHI can be applied in other countries, it could be good. So that's why that will be one standard for evaluating mangrove. With the simple way, it's only MHI that we can find. Oh, this is good. And still MHI, even though it's simple, we develop it based on the science, based on the structural complexity, which is many papers already agree with that idea. Okay. Hope that's answered the questions, Pak Suham.
Regarding our experience, when we do mangrove rehabilitation or replanting, mangrove replanting, we usually plant one species, monospecies.
Yep.
According to the quality standard from Indonesian government, they use two parameters, canopy and density. So when we plant one species, I think it's better, the result. And MHI use three parameters, number of species.
Yeah.
So I think it the result will be different.
That's right. Yeah. That will be different. Yeah, that will be different.
Yeah.
Actually, it will be different. Like if we back to here to slide from Dr. Sev, like here, you can see in rehabilitations area, it should be like this, right? Monospecies, and it's still not really dense, even though the number of trees per square meters is really high. But actually, it's not ecologically, it's still not functional, right? So if it is the case, we can say it's not restored. It hasn't restored enough. We still need more year. We still need more year. So the rehabilitation site become the functional, the ecological functional. I mean, the forest come back to the like the natural one. So that's why I in my case I consider using structural complexity rather than just using how many trees per square meters, how dense the canopy. So to evaluate the rehabilitations, maybe we need some more years. It's not only 1 year after rehabilitation or after planting, or not only 2 years after planting. We need to evaluate, because if we back to the purpose of rehabilitations, I mean, we need to restore all the function or the ecological functions of the forest we develop, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Yaya.
Sama-sama, Pak Zuham. Is there any question? Oh, Pak Sigit, silakan, Pak Sigit.
Okay, thank you, Pak Yaya. I have a question. What if each species has a different canopy density, Pak Yaya? For example, Avicennia and Rhizopora. Same health, but different canopy.
Same health but different canopy.
Iya, sama-sama baik, Mas, sehat, tapi kan punya tutupan kanopi yang berbeda.
Oke.
Kalau visionnya lebih jarang gitu, nggak selapat di Rhizopora.
Yeah, yeah.
Tipe kanopinya mungkin.
Okay, yeah, okay, I understand with that one. Yeah. Well, actually, so that's why I consider we are developing mangrove health index, because if we just using canopy coverage, like you said, Avicennia compared to Rhizopora, the canopy coverage is quite different. Even though the density is similar, for example. But by using MHI, we capture all the parameters of structure, of forest structure. So based on that, we hope we can standardize the forest structures. Even though if we just compare in one parameters, we cannot compare it. We cannot compare one forest to other forest because of the different figure of the trees. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope that answered the questions, Pak Sigit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there any questions, or maybe you have any experience measuring mangrove and evaluating your mangrove to see or to judge this is good mangrove or bad mangrove, or maybe you have an experience like for example, this is a good mangrove, but we cannot find biotas, or it's not, the biota is not really diverse. No crabs, no mollusks, no everything's just trees. That's it. Maybe you can share here. Okay. Sorry. Suraya say sound is not clear. How about now? Is it better?
Yeah.
It's okay now.
Oh, okay. So I can turn on camera due to internet connection. That's fine. Okay. So I think that's the end of these training sessions actually. So you have already equipped by remote sensing skills or GE skills and surveys in mangrove, and then collecting the data from the mangrove forest, and then all together you use it for analysis. And one of the analysis results is like mangrove health index, and you can use mangrove health index for evaluating your mangrove, and then you can use it for manage your mangrove combined with the other informations like what Professor Rio presented last times, social data, government policy, and etc., etc. Okay. So if there is any other
I think
questions,
we need more practice, Pak Yaya.
we need more practice.
Especially in
Well,
the field.
actually, yeah, well,
How to collect
actually,
the data, how to analyze, how to using this method.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not really sure I
Mhm.
can use this method.
Okay. Okay, I think if using Monmang, you Monmangs helps a lot to do half
Easier.
of the job. Yeah.
But I mean the processing,
Mhm.
the processing when we collect the data, how to analyze, how to process the data, we need more practice.
Yes, you need your more practice.
Yeah.
Well,
Better
actually,
when face to face. Yeah.
yeah, it's better face.
Face learning.
Yes, face to face is easier rather than. So, Pawayan, do you have any comments about this? You show your camera.
I have one question, Pak Yaya.
Oh ya, silakan Ibu.
Maybe I missed it before. So among the three variables of the mangrove health index, among the weight for the coverage, density, and the number of sampling, so they have
Sapling.
the same sapling. Sorry, so they have the same weight or different among these three variables.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Okay. You say weight. Okay. We are using scoring to weight.
Yes.
So,
Are they having the same score for each variable? I mean the same weight?
yeah, same. Yeah,
Oh,
using scoring, it's like weighting. Scoring is like weighting, right? So we have same weight from 0 to 10.
okay.
Okay, from 0 to
Okay.
10.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So
Thank
that's
you.
why. So that's why we can make it average of 3 parameters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just to confirm,
Yeah.
in case it has different score or weight. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
If it is different, yeah, it's not standard. We standardize by using scoring. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if we see the mangrove health index formula, actually, it's very easy to pick up, to understand. Actually, when we see a canopy coverage, it's very easy. We can see, oh, if the canopy is dense, it's good mangrove, right?
Yes.
If canopy open, it's not really good. It's
Yeah.
very clear.
Yeah.
And then we can, if we say diameter at breast height, that's all the spans actually. If we have a diameter, it's too small, it's small diameter, it means it's not a really good mangrove. But it's big, it's good. How about the sapling? Sapling's actually same. If we have sapling, if we have many saplings that can, what we call it? If we have saplings, it means,
Regeneration.
yeah, regenerations, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very obvious actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's similar with the IVI, important value index, but you use only dominance and, oh, sorry, it's different variable. Oh, okay, I can it.
Yeah.
Not dominance and density, but this one is
Frequency.
kind of and density based on your PCA result, right? Yes, principal component analysis result. Yeah.
Why we don't use EVI, important value index? The purpose of using EVI actually is different. It's not for evaluating the forest, right? It's just for evaluate what kind of species is dominant.
Yeah, the structure
Yeah,
of the
structure.
community.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it's not the quality of ecological quality of forest, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The variable of the number of sapling also adding the information about the quality of the community there. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So If you have, especially for the other participant for the other countries, if you have data collected by using our methods, and you can use this MHI and we can evaluate together here. We can see how it works, MHI in your countries, in your data. If it is good, that's what we are hoping, right, Pak Wayan? Yeah, so we can use it globally.
Yeah, there is a question in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Questions. Sorry, is it possible if under such as biotopher in the term? Yes, it is possible. Like in MQI, Mangrove Quality Index, developed by Professor Farida Hanum in Malaysia. They add many parameters, including biota. I agree with that. But if national level or even in global level, for example, it cannot be practical. Not everybody can do this. Only experts can do this. Only specialists can do this. You know, determining what kind of biota in mangrove is not easy. It's not easy job. But measuring diameter, measuring canopy coverage, counting number of sapling, it's very easy. Everybody can do that, right? Okay.
Yeah, using Monmang.
Using Monmang is very easy. More than easier.
Very friendly interface too.
A very friendly interface. Just using Monmang, get the picture of canopy, and then measure diameter, put it on Monmang, number of sapling on Monmang, and then Viola, you got MHI. Monmang calculate all the analysis. You do not need using Excel anymore. And even you will have a mangrove health index on a map, right, on Monmang. And then you just see, oh, this is mangrove. This is good mangrove, this is bad mangrove, etc. But again, if you, from special participants from other country, if you have data, if you have data and you can use MHI for confirming if MHI can work in your place, in your area. We have already confirmed in our country, in Indonesia, but I don't know, Pak Wayan, do you have any data from other countries that confirm this is work? No. No sound. Pak Wayan, no sound. No sound, Pak Wayan. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Okay. Oh, maybe later. Okay. Okay.
I have question again, Pak Yaya, if we still have time.
Yeah, we still have plenty of time. Yes.
If we have plot data, we have diameter at breast height, the number of sapling, but we don't have canopy coverage. Can we extract it from remote sensing data or something? Is it possible to be able to calculate the mangrove health index?
Yeah, Theoretically, yes, if you can find the exact point
Yes.
of your plot.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, you can try this and then see what happens with the mangrove file index, and we can evaluate from that.
Okay.
Yes, Patrice?
Okay, also going off what Diana said, what if you use a visual estimation of coverage? So we would look up and say we can see 10% of the light, so we guess and say it's 90% coverage. Well, we would have probably two values. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Well, actually, we are using photograph to make it standard, to reduce what we call it, to reduce the bias from the observer. Right? But if you have already standard classifying like we use in the past, we usually using what the brown blanket classification. Brown blanket, you know that.
Your sound went low. I didn't hear you.
Oh, sound. Do you know brown blanket?
Yeah.
Hello.
Your sound is not
No.
so clear. Okay.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello, how
Hello.
are you?
Oh, hearing you now.
Oh, good. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, theoretically, if we have a standard, even though it's not using a camera, we can use that. You know, you can hear it. Okay, you can use it. Like in the past, we usually using brown.
You said in the past, and then that was it.
And then gone.
Oh, in the past, we use brown blanket. Oh, come on. Hello.
Yeah, that's great now. Please.
Okay. Oh, should I say like this? Sorry.
I think you have to go type it. I'm not hearing
Okay,
it.
step a bit. Sorry.
Now it's better. In that position, it's better. Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard about it, but I've never used it.
Not ever use that. Yeah. I'm the old person. Yeah. And now, and
Okay. Understood.
yeah.
Payaya, maybe I can share something about
Yeah, please.
hemispherical photograph. Because yesterday I think that's not clear yet that was not clear yet about how to take the hemispherical photograph
Okay.
for canopy cover data. I think I need to share this now. I think can I? Oh, yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh, where is mine? Okay, this one. Okay. For the canopy coverage, maybe you can what I want to present here, that you can measure the canopy coverage directly using the other tools like this, and also you can indirect measurement like this. So I don't want to discuss about this more. And you also can use the lux meter directly for analyze the canopy coverage with maybe some model. You need to convert the value from the lux meter to be the canopy cover, but it's not easy for non-expert because also the device is quite expensive. And this is the what we call it, how we indirectly measure the canopy cover. We have two kind of canopy cover. One is we call that canopy cover, and the second one we call that canopy coverage. For the canopy cover, it's exactly a vertical projection from your positions where you measure the data. We can use the GRS densitometer and also Moshorn. I've never done this. I've never done this. Maybe Payaya have an experience using this method. And also we have another way to calculate the canopy coverage. We only need 1 point in a forest to calculate the mangrove canopy cluster. We can use the spherical densitometer like this. I don't know what this, and we also can use hemispherical photography. So we use this tool. This is a fisheye camera. With a fisheye camera, you can use I don't know what this is. The DSLR camera with the fisheye lens. You can get the spherical images, and some of them are also attach the fisheye camera, fisheye lens in the smartphone, and just capture and get the circle spherical photograph also. But in this methodology, we introduce to use a hemispherical photograph using a mobile phone. We use a camera to capture sky environment under canopy. So we choose this approach, canopy cluster, canopy coverage, to estimate the canopy coverage of mangrove itself. And you can use any other camera to do this, but now using a mobile phone is more simple than using this camera. This is quite expensive, I think. And for the mobile phone, you can also use it for communication every day, daily communication. And this is different angle of different camera. So in Indonesia now we use we prefer to use a smartphone camera. This is the various number of photo that you need to collect from one plot. Yesterday I had explained that we have to make a plot as a measurement area. So in one plot we divide into several number of quadrants. We call that quadrant. It depends on the quality of the canopy that you visit, of the place that you visit. So if the canopy is dense, you only take a 4 quadrant. You make a 4 quadrant and take 4 sample for each quadrant. If the canopy is something like this, maybe you have a hole inside a hole in the edge of the plot, so you can take a 5 for a representative for this plot. And if the canopy, if you confuse how is this dense, or is this something like this, or is this a sparse mangrove, if you confuse, you can take 9 plot in 9 photograph in one plot. This is how we the rule we take a photograph sample. First, the area should be 1/3 of the forest high. 1/3 of the forest high. Maybe you have only a small mangrove, so you need to consider about 1/3 area to capture the hemispherical photography. And the position also, this is the resultant from this is the trunk of the mangrove, trunk of the tree. So you have stand and capture the canopy cover from one quadrant. This is not plot, this is a quadrant. In the resultant of the in the set nearby the center, but in the resultant of the in the center, maybe resultant of the surrounding trees. So this is the trees, surrounding tree nearby in the center. So number B is correct. Number A is correct. The letter C is not correct because it's really near and maybe touch the tree trunk. So this is not correct. Number C. Number B and B and A is correct. And how we take a sample exactly like this in the high forest. Our sampling position like this. You just take the picture vertically to the canopy, and then this is the valid requirements for the photograph. The first one should be correct in the position and direction. So the direction should be vertically to the sky. So so you are not excused to any direction. Maybe you want to go selfie, something like that, and the horizontal is not excused. And the camera lens should be clean and clear. So you should clean the camera so you can, if your camera, if the lens of your camera is not so clear, so you will get the blur pictures. And this one, the less flare. So you also need to avoid by shifting left, slightly left or slightly right, to reduce the flare from the sun, like this. And you have also make sure that no other object, only sky and canopy, no other objects, something like this. This is my body, my head. So this is it's not valid photograph. So you need to make sure that no other object from the canopy. So you only need to take, and also you only need to take one photograph from each quadrant. So it depends on how many quadrant do you make, but one quadrant should be only contain one photograph. So it will be easy to you to differ which quadrant is it. And also the form of the image should be in the square result. So the ratio of the length and width should be 1 and 1. So yeah, I think that's all, Pak Yaya, for how we take the techniques. We take the sample of hemispherical photograph from the field. Thank you, Pak Yaya, for the time. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay. It's implementing these sessions actually, because we are talking about canopy coverage and you need to explain more about it. In the chat, I found the question is, can we use GoPro? Well, actually, Pak Eka is very generous. He provide Monmang applications, and you just use your mobile phone, and then if you have Monmang in your mobile phone, Monmang can calculate the canopy coverage, right? Right, Pak Wayan? Is that right? Yeah, it's very easy actually. No need any other equipment.
Yeah, we only need our mobile phone camera.
Yeah,
and also Monmang.
Yeah, and that's it. Well, actually, this is like advertisement about Monmang. No, just kidding. Well, please, Pak Umir.
Yeah, I have one question regarding to the canopy coverage measurement.
Mhm.
If we in the field, can we use the drone mapping technology to measure the canopy coverage? Because yeah, sometimes in the field we have, I think we have disturbance or interference from the sunlight. So can we use drone mapping from above the canopy to measure the canopy coverage of the mangrove to avoid the sunlight disturbance or interference? Thank you.
Well, yeah. The simple questions, yes, we can, but we have to. No, I mean, I want to explain more about this. Mangrove Health Index developed based on field measurement, right? Based on field measurement. So we already provide, or we already arrange to, or no, what I'm to saying is we do survey in the field, like measuring canopy coverage, dBH, and height, and etc. And that measurement for calculating MHI. When we use drone for monitoring, for mangrove monitoring, that's different case. You only captures the canopy coverage, but you can capture the dBH and the other parameters, right? But that's okay to me, because maybe in the future we have to consider or to develop other MHI by using data that captured by drone, for example. So we do not need to go into the forest. We just flying the drone, and we can get we can capture the structural complexity from the top, and then using that kind of parameters from the top to reflect the structural complexity, and we can use it as other MHI. And still the idea is same. We want to evaluate the conditions of mangrove based on structural complexity. That will be the new research topic, the new development for us, Pak Umir. Yeah.
There's another reason, Pak Yaya.
Yep.
Drone is expensive, so
yeah, drone is
so
expensive.
we make this methodology. We use the hemispherical photography using a mobile phone. Is not only for the rich people, not only the rich institution, but also for all of us can use this methodology. Yeah, that's another reason.
Yeah, that's the basic result actually. The basic reasons actually. Everybody can use it. Not only expert. Not only the rich countries can use it. Not only no need not only the people who has fancy equipment. That's why we developed this easy method, but we still have reliable data.
Nice. Yeah, we when we go to the field, we only need our mobile phone and also the tape, right? Only the tape and rope, something like that.
Yeah.
So we don't need to bring anything. Yeah.
Don't forget the underwater case.
Okay.
Yes.
I remind you that yesterday.
Yeah.
There's another question also, Pak Yaya, from
I also have the same questions as Anggia above, wondering what
yeah,
to do in
Anggia,
this case. Yes, like that's Steam. What's that? Oh, Anggia. So I want to ask about surveying. Do you have any tips when we do survey, means that the perimeter capture the canopy and in dwarf mangrove, because its area so dense, it's hard for the surveyor to move, even the surveyor can break the roads. Thank you. Okay. Crawling. Yeah. Well, I understand the situations. I found, yeah, I got an experience to do a survey in the dwarf mangrove. There is no options. We sometimes crawling on the floor, on the ground, yeah, under the canopy, the dense canopy.
yes, like a pig,
Like
like a pig.
So there is no tips for that case.
No, sorry.
Okay.
But you in dwarf mangrove, the muddy, I mean, the ground is not soft, right? It's a bit hard, so we still find we on the ground. Is that right?
Sorry, I lost your connection.
Oh, sorry. In the dwarf mangrove, usually the ground is not soft or it's not muddy. So if you crawling on the ground, it's still okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly like
But
that. Yeah.
it's so hard to move because the root is so dense, right?
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like in Batam, maybe Pak Yaya. Batam.
Yeah, like
She is
in,
come from what she come from?
Anambas.
Anambas.
Marine
Yeah, the
Protect.
same. Yeah, the same from Batam.
Yeah.
Lingga, something like that.
Most of mangrove here is sapling.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anggia. Oh. How about in Bahrain? Bahrain, you said you have the same questions, wondering what to do. This.
They're not dwarf mangroves, but they're very clustered together. It's hard to get through. Even with a kayak, we struggle to get through it.
Okay.
So I think maybe we have to like extend our hand. Even going down in between it is quite difficult.
Yeah, I understand that the situations. I think I agree with Umir. We need to develop a method by using drone. So in that case, we do not need to go into the mangrove, go to the under canopy. Using drone, you can capture the structural complexity from the top. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Bahrain can do that. Go Bahrain.
Hopefully, we'll see. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, please, Rubayat. Abdullah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Rubayat Abdullah. You can call me in either name.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, so I have just one query. Actually, in MHI index, we have SC, SD, and NSP, something like this.
Okay.
So we measured in the field, we measured canopy coverage, we measured average diameter in both the seedling and sapling and tree. But we count the number of seedling.
Yeah.
But here we cannot use this in the equation.
Mhm.
So why we need to count this number?
Yeah. Well, actually, there is an MHI. It's only for evaluate the conditions, the general conditions of mangrove, but we're still using the seedling data for the other purposes. For example, maybe we can say that's a kind of regenerations indicators, for example. It's not only from sapling. We can say sapling has indicators for regenerations, but we can say seedling as well. So when we can see, when we use that informations, those informations, I think that's enough. We have all the information. We have not only from MHI, but also from seedling as well. But if you just want to pick up the conditions, you just want to evaluate the conditions, measuring canopy coverage, diameter, and sapling, that's enough, more than enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So counting the number of seedling is for other purpose, maybe some other analysis.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you try to incorporate this information in your MSI formula development? That means while you are developing the formula, MSI percentage is equals to SC plus SP. I think you developed this formula, but did you try incorporate the seedling number into the formula?
Yeah. For example, here, where's seedling? Oh, I didn't show here, but I'm using the same technique, PCA. I incorporate the seedling in the PCA, and then I found the seedling is not really important. So that's why I reduce the parameters. So the most important in this case is only that those three. Actually, the most important is canopy coverage. So if we can evaluate from canopy coverage, actually it's still okay, but it's only about 45% of the variations. So that's why we need some more parameters so it can pick up. It's about, we hope it's about 100% variations of the data. Yeah. Yeah, you understand maybe what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Mr. Yeah. From the paste.
Okay. Is there any questions? If not, we can try calculate MHI based on the field data. It's very easy actually, just calculate by using Excel. Well, actually you have already used MonMang to calculate MHI, but let's go to calculate it by using Excel manually. Well, stop here. Where's that? No, this one. Okay, this one. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen? Yes. Yeah. Here I don't know, do you have this file, Pak Wayan? Do you have, did you upload this Excel file in the LMS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We have.
And completely.
Oh, it's already complete. Okay. It should be.
So,
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, if you have a data sets like this, for example, if you have a code plot and you have position, latitude and longitude, and you have that the other informations like substrate, here lumpur berpasir, sandy, muddy sandy, and then you have data sets of coverage in percent, and you have data sets of height, diameter, number of total number of stands, total number of trees, total number of saplings, and species names. And then to calculate MHI, the first thing to calculate is you have to calculate the score. We means that we standardize this data so we can make the average of these three numbers. That's the idea actually. And then I used Excel formula based on our formula here. Yeah, I believe you understand or you are familiar with using Excel formula like this, or just copy from the Excel. And then when you finish writing your formula and you got the result from each cells, oops, sorry, and then finish one cell, one line cells, you can just copy for all the data like that, and you got the result range from 0 to 10, about 10, and then 9.71, and here also has the same range of the data here also. So from this scoring result, we can make average of it, like this average from these three parameters, and we multiply by 10 just for make it 100, because you know the maximum of this value is 10, the maximum of this value is 10, the maximum of this value is 10. When we make coverage, it should be the range should be from 0 to 10. So if we want to make it 100 in percent, we multiply by 10. So we got here, for example, 56.8%. And once we have we done for one cell, you just for the all data. And then that's it. Very easy. And then somebody using this formula, putting in the script, and then make Monmang, and Monmang calculate based on this script, and you do not use this formula again by Excel. Monmang do everything for you, including calculating score and MHI, and even say this is good or not. Pak Wayan, if if it is 56, is it good or not? Is it moderate, right?
Moderate, yeah.
So moderate, good itu berapa? And excellent. You said excellent in Mona. Excellent. Oops, sorry. Excellence from 80.
67.
67.
Sorry, 67. Yeah, to 100.
100. And then moderate.
33.
From 33 to 64, 66. And bad.
Poor.
What did you say? Oh, poor. Said poor. From 0 to 32. Is that
33.
Right? Okay, 33. Yeah. So like this, Mangrove condition. If this, I don't know how to use it. Yeah, you can do it by yourself. Find out the formula in the internet, on the internet. Okay. I think if you want to try by yourself, you can just actually download the file and then you do the same things what I've done before. But because your data, your Excel file is already calculated, or it's already full, it's already finished. I mean, MHI is already there. We do not need to do this practice. You just understand how to do calculations by using Excel, and that's it. But the important things for these practical sessions now is how to make a formula and use that formula for interpolations or extrapolations by using GEE, like what Pak Sapran gave you as a homework, right? You have to make a formula between MHI and any kind of index. What is that correct, Pak Wayan? What kind of index? Any kind of index?
For kinds of
index.
For vegetation indices.
Yeah, for kind vegetations index based on remote sensing. Okay. For doing that.
There's a question in the chat box.
Question. Yeah. Exactly. One plot, one MHI. For the mangrove ecosystem, you need to make extrapolation using GEE. It sounds intimidating.
Yeah. I think for the ecosystem, you have to also make several plots, not only one.
Yeah.
Using what we call stratified sampling, something that I explained yesterday. Yeah. Using yeah.
Yeah, that's correct, Pak Safran. You can simply using correlations and integration, or maybe better we can use spatial autocorrelations. Maybe. I think Pak Safran know better about this. I know the theory, but I never use it using GEE. So please, Pak Safran, help me to do that. to do extrapolations by using G. Can you repeat what N is versus NT? Okay, sorry. N is the total number of stands. It means sapling and trees, total. But NT, that's only trees. And SP is only total number of sapling. What is sapling? What is tree? It's distinguished by the size of diameter, the size of DBH. If the DBH less than 5 centimeters, we categorize as sapling. If higher or bigger than 5 centimeters, we categorize as a tree.
Pak Yaya, maybe we should deeply learn about the number of MHI and really reflects to the other parameters. Like, is that correct moderate, or is that correct poor condition? So we can go back to the parameters. You should maybe for line number 9, maybe there is a bad condition. Sorry, poor condition, right?
Okay, I understand what you mean. For example, find out number, this one, yeah? This one, okay? This is, we say poor. And then we find the other one, 70.
Line number 9. Line number
74. 9. We say this. Right. Say this excellent. And this one, we say moderate. Okay. Poor. The MHI value is 30.01. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Which pen? Okay. Okay. The value of MHI 30. And see here, the canopy is very low, only 4.8. The density, the diameter, only 7. The total number of stands, only 6. Is it correct?
And that makes sense. Makes sense. Not, it doesn't make sense. Nothing. I think the number of 30.
The number of 3. No, it's. I got this data like this. I thought this is.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Nothing.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. 0.
You have to check. We have to check the data. It's better. Use the other one. The other one. This one. Okay. Leave it this data. We have to check it out. Okay, for example, this poor. The canopy coverage is only 19. The diameter is only 3.6. And the total number of stands is 17. But here in moderate, the canopy coverage is a bit higher, 69. And the diameter is a bit higher, 7. And the total number 9. But look here in the excellent. The canopy coverage 89. Even though the diameter is only 3.6, but the number of stands is about 167. Same with the other one. The canopy coverage 91, even though the diameter is 2.56. So you can imagine the forest is like this. it's very dense, but the stance is still small. The stance with diameters less than 5 centimeters. All the stance is sapling, right? Find another example. Maybe for this. This is moderate. Oh, sorry, not that one. This is moderate. The canopy value is only 79. The diameter is 11, a bit bigger. The number of stands 23. So you can see the canopy coverage is very important in mangrove health index, right? The canopy coverage is very important. Okay, is there any questions from the chat? Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Pak Johan. I will do that. Try this. Oh, kurang sama dengan.
MSI
Excuse me,
nya
Pak Yaya,
digeser
you should
sebelahnya.
change MHI with P.
Oh, okay. If this,
You click,
right?
yeah.
Itu ya. One more.
Oh, wrong. Sorry. Two. What's the problem with that? Excellent.
Yang paling belakang itu pur aja kan.
Mana?
If P67 sama dengan if dari depan coba.
Okay.
Dari depan lagi. Koma. If,
Koma.
Excellent. And then koma. Excellent, koma. Kurung if. Kurung.
Okay.
Kurung if. Dan koma moderate. Kurung.
This one.
Koma pur.
Koma. Like that. How about the bracket?
Yeah, you can adjust the bracket. Koma purnya di dalam kan? Nggak isi moderate, nggak isi koma.
Okay.
Moderate koma nggak isi.
Okay.
Yes. Check the bracket.
Ini
Keduanya kok nggak berwarna ya? P2 is not colorized, Pak Yaya. P2 and the second P2.
P2?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No. What's the problem? Okay. Yeah, leave it. Later. Can fix it. Yeah. That's the idea actually. We do not need to use this. Monmang already doing this. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you, Pak Zulham.
No worries, Pak Yaya.
We can fix it later. Yeah. Let's leave it. But that these situations to understand why we use diameter, a number of these, and and then peak average. But still, kind of peak average is very influential to develop MHI. Yeah. So is there any question on this stage? If no, I will invite Pak Safran to help us to explain how to make a formula, extrapolations formula by using G, either regressions or autocorrelation. Pak Safran, are you there?
Safran is still switching the device.
Yeah. Okay, he's in a meeting, you said.
Yeah.
Or maybe everybody has already done your homework without explanation. Have you?
Hi, may I ask a question regarding the Mombang X? Yeah,
Yes,
I actually have encountered a few issue. Okay, give a moment, yeah. Okay, may I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, this morning I quickly want to input the data, and I have put in so many tags in the tag panel, and after that I have realized I think I had made a mistake, and I would try to remove this, but I couldn't make it. May I know how to remove all this and put in the new tag again?
You can add a new tag as lot as you want, but I'm afraid that it cannot be deleted. This is one issue for us also. So
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
thank
for
you.
time being, the programmer would not be able to remove the tag once we have input it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all from my questions. Thank you.
Yeah.
No worries.
That's all.
Yes, that's all.
Any question from the others?
Okay.
Oh, can I ask something?
Yes, please, Abdullah.
Okay, so in categorize the MSI, you put three categories. That means poor, moderate, and excellent, and set the value for S category 33, 67 up to 100. So how you divide this 100 into the equal number or divide only 3 and say okay, let's say 33 this for 33 to 67 is moderate. Is there any set rule, or how can what is your idea to divide this category into equal number?
Yeah. Well, actually, we just use a simple categorizations based on the statistical data. I mean, and we assume the distributions of data is like normal or like bell-shaped data, like Gaussian curve. So it means when we use that distributional, we can easily to categorize with the exact range, with the same range, I mean. right? Luckily again, when we use that categorize, that's same with the situations in the conditions in the field. Like for example, maybe Pak Wayan, do you have any study case to show this?
Okay, I need to prepare.
You need to prepare, yeah. But again, this is just from data in Indonesia. We have already collected from many about 1,000 plot. Yeah, we found all this distributions like this, and okay, it's but we don't know if we have additional data from other countries and we put it, and then we may see the different story. We may, yeah. Abdullah, you still on mute.
Sorry, sir. Okay, in the last night when I was working with the assignment of MHI calculation in our area, so I got MSI value from Google Earth Engine. So I want to categorize this MSI value as you described into the 3 categories. But I found in my case, very few are in excellent category, but lots of actually moderate category, just like the normal distribution.
Yeah,
we find. So I was playing with the value, and based on my assumption or observation in my area about the vegetation condition. But I found different cases. I can share actually, if you allow.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah. So let me share. Okay, so here is my assignment actually. So,
so you have finished your homework, right? You finished your homework.
Yeah, I have already finished. Already uploaded. So, sorry. I have just modified the value 25 to 48 and more than 45. Okay, then I get this one. Okay, let's
change it.
Change the value 33 to 67 and get up the result to 67. Let's run it again.
Okay. Green, red, and okay.
So the red one is poor condition, and the yellow one is moderate, and only very few that area is green. But this is not actually the real situation. Though this is not a field data, they just Landsat 830-meter resolution data. So I don't think that this one will be very accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
But
how about in the green, Rabiot? How about in the green? Is that correct? Better than the yellow?
Yes, that is correct. The vegetation is very good condition in that area.
Yeah. Okay.
And in case of red, they are also correct because the vegetation is very poor condition in the red area.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you mind that Bangladesh is in a moderate condition.
Yes, I find, but not all the moderate area have this type of moderate vegetation. I
Okay.
think that may have very excellent condition in some of the area.
Mhm. Mhm.
So if you compare the yellow and green, that's correct, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
If you compare the condition, mangrove condition in the yellow group and also in the green group, is that correct, right? I mean, the condition. In
Yeah,
reality.
correct. The green one is much better,
Much
a little
better.
bit better than yellow, but
I
we
understand
cannot
what you mean.
categorize
Yeah.
as moderate, almost similar.
Okay, I understand what you mean. Abdullah.
Yeah.
When we say moderate, poor, and excellent, that's actually human judgment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's human judgment. We can adjust that. We can adjust that, but the MHI actually that's not based on human judgment. That's data say like that. That's the MHI like that. We cannot change.
Yeah.
But the categorize what we did, it also we use the scientific based judgment, not based on the human judgment. So I feel better using what statistics say rather than we say we adjust again the classifications. But
you
what
should bring, yeah,
yeah, the
you
green
should
one.
bring us there.
Yeah, green, yellow, and red. In my case, in Indonesia, we found the green one, the excellent group. The conditions in the field, it's an intact mangrove or the old mangrove with the very big trees, very big diameters of trees. That's the excellent one. Most of the mangrove in our countries categorized as moderate as well, actually. So in this case, I actually not really surprised when you saw, oh, just moderate. But that's
No,
fine.
I just have some queries that you categorize poor, moderate into equal portion. That means you divide just equal 3 portions and call this is poor, this is moderate.
Yeah.
So based on what statistical analysis, that means any type of clustering or is there any this type of statistical analysis based on what you say that this is 33? But if I just clustering, if I try to make a cluster my MSI value, all of the MSI value, then maybe I can get a different
yes, you can. Yeah, and I encourage you to do that, so you can find something new from the classifications, from your classifications, some new insight, I mean. Yeah.
Can you get my point, actually, what I'm trying to say? I get lots of MSI value and then I just make a clustering and then I get the different types of different class. Maybe either 4 class, maybe 5 class, why 3 class?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay.
Bayat, would you mind to try maybe later? You divide into 5 class. Yeah, 0 to 20, 20 to 40, something like that. Maybe you can get 5 class in your country regarding to MHI.
Yeah, we can get if the clustering on the statistical analysis. So if I try to try to do this type of analysis and then clustering, is it okay? Actually, I just want to know from you.
I think that's okay. If you maybe I am not mistaken or what your questions. Maybe you can, for example, you classify into 5 class, and you, for example, you can say in the top good, like good and very good, and based on that classification, the sense of people, or the interpretations or the perspective of the people would be different, rather than we classify into 3 class. This is good, this is excellent, moderate, and poor.
Okay, in machine learning algorithm,
Yeah.
you know, in machine learning, or when we are working with, we work with any GIS software, we have 2 type of classification, supervised and unsupervised. So if I did unsupervised classification with 3 cluster, okay, let's say just 3, I want to divide this into 3, and I just cluster with the unsupervised classifier with 3 class, then I may get a different scenario.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Is it possible, do you mean, or is it make sense, or what do you mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes. Well, again, you know, model is just model. It's not, there is no perfect model, right? There is no perfect model, but model always useful to make these simplifications of the world. But so that's why you can use regressions model like this, simple regression like this, or autocorrelations, or even you use machine learning. But again, you have to use that carefully. You have to verify with the conditions in the field.
Okay. Just one more thing, if you have time.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We still have plenty of time until 3 o'clock. We can discuss, and we can finish your homework.
There's Sagara Ankara, you know, Sagara Ankara.
Sagara Anakan.
Sagara Anakan. Okay.
Yeah.
Where? Yeah.
There, Cilacap. There. Nah, yeah, that one.
So if I just change my AOI, what will happen? I just want to see. Okay. Okay. Let's on.
You already mastered the GE.
No, I'm not master, but I'm just learning.
Actually, I want to learn yesterday, but I didn't have time to attend the class, and so I don't know how to use GE at all.
It's doing. So is it right?
Okay.
Is it okay? for your country?
Okay. So, what kind of index are you
MSI.
using? MSI, MVI, MVI with MVI. Okay.
MHI kan.
MSI with Landsat 8 imagery actually.
Oh, okay.
Great,
Yeah.
great. You did great work.
No, I think the problem is you have to what we call it, to delete the non-mangrove area first, and then using this formula to extrapolate MHI. Can you do that? I mean, to clip only mangrove area.
I can do that, but it takes time.
Yeah, of course.
Because, for example, like
No, just an overview. Actually, this is not exactly correct, but is it true for your area?
In the east part, that's okay. That's a good condition. That's in good conditions. But in the west part,
yeah,
it's not really
mangrove.
That's mangrove, but it's not in good conditions actually. It should be not in good conditions, not green one. Should be yellow or red.
So that means it's not working perfectly.
No, I think Payaya, we should clip the mangrove first.
Yeah,
and separate like in Segarana kan, in west area. The west area is dominated not by tree, right?
That's right.
Yeah, by understory shrub. So that is not. I think we should separate the understory first. Should separate understory from the mangrove forest itself. Yeah. So MHI will not work in the understory area. In the understory, we should separate. We should separate between the trees area and understory area. Yeah.
Okay. I understand what you mean. Yeah. So I suggest you, when you are using GE to extrapolate MHI, first you have to clip the area of mangrove. That's the first thing to do. And the second, if you use the formula that Pak Wayan gave you through the paper, in some case, it cannot work. Like, for example, in Segaranakan, we have mangrove area with dominated by understory coverage rather than trees, like in the most forest, in the most forest. So in that case, understory cannot be interpreted by using the Pak Wayan formula. Yeah, so that's why we equip you to using GEE for making a formula based on your situations. Sometimes it's, model is model. There is no perfect model, but some models is useful. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Nice discussion, Spaya.
What's that question?
Nice discussion.
Oh, nice discussion. Yeah. Thank you. If there is any questions, please jump and ask questions. If there is no questions, you can continue with your homework and finish that as fast as you can. And then we just waiting for the afternoon for closing ceremony. It's not ceremony, just closing. It's not really big ceremony like.
So we have only 2 assignments, isn't it? Is there any other assignment?
Only two, I think.
Two assignments.
The first one is MHI, right?
Yeah.
The second one is export file from Monmang. Is that correct?
Well, I'm not sure because I was not here yesterday. Went to prayer.
Yeah.
Is there any questions, Pak Wayan? Where should we upload the Monmang?
Yeah, I will prepare. Wait a moment.
Okay. Okay. I think that's enough for me, Pak Wayan. Or do you have any more plan? Because yeah, we do not need to practice to calculate by using Excel. Actually, you know that what the importance is to do homework by using GA. That's it.
Yeah. I think it's better we finish the homework here today.
Yeah, I don't want to take your more time.
If you have any question, you can ask about your GEA or for MSI calculation before. Maybe Pak Safran is already here. If not, you can ask to me or Mr. Bayu, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Wayan.
What
about, so I checked the Google Sheets assignment. There is the day 3 assignment 4. I'm confused where is the assignment on day 3 assignment 4 actually. Thank you.
Pardon, Mas Kaisar. One more.
Sorry. My question is about the Google Sheets assignment. There is day 3 assignment 4, and I'm not, or I forgot about the assignment on day 3 assignment 4.
Assignment 4. I think for Mr. Dr. Safran assignment is already finished, but not MHI. So you only need to the assignment now is only the MHI calculation using Google Earth Engine. Yeah, assign Google Earth Engine distribution of MHI from Google Earth Engine, and the second one is only exported file from Monmang. So from the other assignment before, we just copy the link and paste in the Google Sheet. Yeah. You confused, Kaisar?
Can Mr. Eka, can you share again the Google link for us to submit the assignment?
Okay, wait a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's it. It's better I close my sessions, Pak Wayan. Thank you very much for all the audience. That's what I can share with you. It's nice discussion. I learned a lot from your questions. It's maybe would be a considerations for improving MHI, especially if you have any data you can share, and we can improve MHI and hope it can really reflect the conditions in the field. So as I said, model is model, it's not perfect. There is no model is that perfect, but models always useful. Some models useful. Okay, thank you again. I'm so sorry if there is thank you again. That's it.
Thank you, Pak Yaya.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank you
yeah.
very much. Thank you.
But
You're welcome.
I hope you stay here, Pak Yaya.
Oh, I will stay here. I will online. If there is any questions, just ask.
I do have a question about the GEE.
Yeah, please, Najesh.
I did something wrong, and I'm sure I know what the wrong thing is. I masked the wrong thing, so I can't get the results of the MHI, but I'm not sure how to fix it.
Yeah.
So do I share my
Can you
screen? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay, can you see it?
Uh,
Okay, so when I run it, the mistake comes here. And from my understanding, it's because of this. Let me just minimize this.
the formula, I think.
Because it says no bands to visualize, because I masked the wrong thing, I think.
Yeah.
So my masking is wrong,
Okay.
I think. It says no bands to visualize.
Can you go up first?
Scroll
One by
up.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
one by one. Okay. Can you? Okay, go down. Oh, it is your. Okay.
Okay. Just let me know if I'm scrolling fast. So I think my masking is wrong. Yeah.
MPI. Okay, here is MPI. Okay. Your formula, I think also.
The formula?
Yeah. Can you separate one by one of the vegetation indices?
Okay, so you're gonna have to put space
It would
between
be
them?
easy to identify. I mean, you use another other variable. Sorry. Like yesterday, far, NBR, something like that. One by one.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean I put each one by itself? You mean like
far maybe like this? We'll in the chat. Wait a moment. I will send you in the chat.
how do I go back to the chat?
Yeah. Wait a moment.
Okay.
Or maybe you can share your script to me.
Okay.
So I can.
The whole thing, so I just copy and paste it, you mean? Or how?
I think get link. I think.
Okay, good. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Share to the homework. Yeah. Yes, assignment. Yeah, homework, right?
Yeah. It's the assignment, so it's this one, day 4.
Oh, not homework?
No, the homework was something else, right?
I'm not sure. I think homework.
Are you sure?
Homework. Yeah, homework is calculating MHI, right?
Then what was the assignment this one, day 4?
Sorry,
How about
Mr.
the others?
Wayan.
Ah,
The homework before is actually from the Mr. Safran when we use the land masking and the other one things like that. So I thought the assignment, this is day 4 assignment first.
okay. So I think we need to wait for some time.
Yes, that's why I'm asking for before Mr. Wayan, because I'm confused the sheets because there's homework and then day 4 assignment 1. I thought the day 4 assignment 1 is the mangrove felt index and the homework before is the day 3 from Mr. Safran. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Wayan.
Now I'm
Okay,
confused what I submitted and what I didn't.
Yeah. I will go there, not this.
Okay.
Where? Which one? Which one?
I put it here and day 4
Okay.
assignment. Yeah. Should I stop screen sharing or stay on?
Can someone reshare the link to upload the homework?
Copy and paste it.
All right. Who's that? Oh, I can get it. I can open your.
You can't?
Oh, because of the copy, I think.
Let me just see.
Wait a minute. Hey. Oh, I
Should I
can.
try again?
I can.
Maybe because I have it open. Could that be a problem?
I cannot open.
Let me try this. I'd have to
Yeah.
email you.
Okay.
Where can I get your email?
Wait a moment. From the chat. Add access. Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Can I just copy this?
Oh, done. It's okay.
Is it what? Okay.
User with access. Okay. Yeah, done. I think done.
Oh yeah, I was looking for it.
I will check my response. Oh. Okay, Narjis, would you mind to try yesterday script?
Yesterday's script?
Yeah, that I given to you. Yeah, you use that pattern. You use that pattern, and then you only need to mask your mangrove.
Okay.
Yeah, mask your mangrove using digitization. Your mangrove is not so big, right?
Yeah, I did a small area here.
Yeah. So just digitize that, and then you can. I will show you the. I will share the screen now.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Oh, where is my Google? That's more easy, I think, for you to learn. Like this, Najis.
Yeah.
Please define.
Okay, so individually.
Yeah, please define its band. Okay. You can use before median, something like that. Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah. And also define one by one the index. Okay. One by one. You can doing like this using expression, or you can directly subtract and define something like this.
Okay.
Depends. And this is a CP. I mix it because I want to learn as much as a code expression type, That's why I mix it.
So you can use to both types.
Yeah, I mix the way I type the script. I mix it. Sometimes using expression, sometimes directly subtract. Yeah, because this is the way I learn Google Earth Engine. I learn scripting.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah. And then you can define the MHI itself using NBR here. This is NBR.
Okay.
Yeah, one by one. So you no need to express many
The
bands.
whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have to change anything. So my AOI, my mangroves, everything can stay the same, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to redo. Okay, I'll try it now. Thank you very much.
Maybe Pak Safran.
But now we need to make sure day 4 is this assignment and day 3 is what. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah, I will ask to Dr. Safran first.
Thank you.
Is it possible for me to? So I got the MHI.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if it makes any sense, especially compared to my MVI and my mass MVI. So I just wonder if I could share it and just so you can give me your thoughts.
Okay. Please.
Hold on. Okay. All right, take those off.
Okay, great.
Okay,
One by one.
so this, I think I may have shared the wrong way. Hold on. Yeah. Right. No. Sorry. This is what I want to share. Right. Sorry. Shared the wrong one. Okay. Right. So this is my mask MVI, right? So I'm just gonna show you an example. So this is an area, you can see the mangroves being highlighted here, right? My MHI, however, does this.
Oh, I think you need to collect the mass MVI area. But you for the MSI, you use not the others.
Say again?
Yeah.
This is the expression that I use for the MHI.
Yeah, but what is LC composite?
The L composite is here.
Okay, you should use the MVI area.
So also define the area from the MVI area, from the mask MVI.
MVI is correct now. LZ composite, yeah. And then what is the MHI? Yeah, MSI. Yes, you still use a LC composite.
So I should be using MVI here.
Yes, MVI area. What is your variable for that?
MVI.
MVI. Yeah.
Not MVI. Sorry, let me just make sure. Yeah.
Mass. Sorry. You mass MVI, right?
If I use the mass MVI, it doesn't pick up one of the bands.
Oh, I see.
I did try to run it with the mass MVI, and I'll do it now so you can see the problem that I get.
Mass is can you go down, go up, and can you make it bigger? The script.
Oh,
no,
yes.
Yeah, the script area. So and then go up. I will check your script one by one.
Okay.
Okay, well, stop there. MVI is the expression of that. Oh, there's only the okay. Map at layer MVI. Go down. MVI is a one. Okay. Wait a moment. MVI mask. Okay, you need to clip your image first. I got that. You need to clip your the area of your image.
Okay. But
what is the name of your image? What is you can go up now. Go up. Your image. What is your image?
Right. So I was actually
or...
doing the island, right? Because it's not terribly huge, and so I did it the same way as I did with the mass MVI, which in the mass MVI actually took the points very well.
Yeah.
So I was hoping to replicate that with the MHI.
Yeah. Now you need to clip. My suggestion: you need to clip your area. Then get some started. You need to clip your image using MVI area, and you name that using specific variables, maybe Mangrove only, something like that. Yeah. So you can get the complete band from your image, because the MVI only one band, right? Yeah, MVI MVI, and also mass MVI is only one band. So that's why you are not we will not get the band.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, one band, right?
So, yes.
Yeah, you need to clip your image. What is the name of your image? You can go up. Again. Yes, again.
More.
Oh, wait a moment. Oh. Yeah. It's one. LHSR, and then clip with far number 13.
13.
Yeah. 13, and you go. You remember the name, and then you go down. You go down until MVI, something like that, and you make a new variable.
Here.
Yes. Yeah. Far. Maybe you can Mangrove only.
Right. And so I'm so okay. So just to understand, so once I clip it, I'll then be able to extract the bands from it. So then I can run this expression using the clip variable.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
All right. I'll
that's
give that a
my
try.
imagination, but maybe Dr. Safran later. I I I calculate the MHI. I usually use the yesterday script. Everyone has his own script to get using to it, but
Right.
I need to learn about the script first. This type of script, how you collect the data first.
Okay.
Maybe that's all of my suggestion now. Maybe later Dr. Safran. Yeah.
All right, no problem. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you're right. Clip the image, so you can get all of the band, right? Using the mask MVI, yes. Using the area of MVI, and then apply the expression. Yes, great. Use the variable. Use the variable and apply the expression. So I suggest you not use the MVI in the line 75. So you use the new variable there. Yeah.
Right. The new variable that me
and also the
here.
composite, LC composite also, you need to use a new variable.
New variable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll try it and let you know how it works.
Yeah, great.
All right.
Hi, Mr. Wine.
Yes, please. I tried to answer your question.
Well, I was unwell, so I missed the latter part of the session yesterday. Can you provide some clarity on the assignment using LongMind?
Pardon, I didn't hear you clearly.
Can you provide some clarity on the assignment, the LongMind assignment? Because I would have missed some of the session yesterday.
Yeah, on my assignment only, you need to upload the export data from Monmang. Yeah, export data from Monmang to the link. I will provide the link now for you. Only that. After you finish input all of the data that I give you yesterday, you can upload the export data from Monmang. So you input the data to Monmang first, and then you export the data to your computer or to your mobile phone, and then upload to the link. Yeah, is that clear?
Okay. All right. Well, the data that was in your slides for your presentation.
Yes. And also, I gave you a link yesterday. I gave you a link yesterday to access the data.
Okay, I'm not sure if I had left the session.
Yeah, no
by
problem.
then.
You can ask to me. I will share again. No problem.
Okay, thanks.
I'm happy to do this. Okay. Tara, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you can get the data from the link that I shared from on the screen, on the chat box, sorry.
Okay, great. Got it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mr. Wayan Eka,
Mm.
should we input all the data you provided?
Yeah, on the paper, right?
Yeah.
The field data. Yeah. I think it's easy, right?
Okay, is it easy and time consuming also? Okay, no problem.
I haven't finished yet. And you also have finished the MHI. I mean, that's a great. You can share to others. Maybe. Okay.
Can you access my script?
You mean how can I access your script?
Actually, I copy the link and put in your Excel sheet.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check. Okay.
Okay. In assignment 4,
So Mr. Wayan, I just using the dynamic coverage photo again, and it worked. Thank you. I just asked Narjas to. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, great, Kaisar. I didn't realize that my mic is mute. I think Rabiat,
Yeah.
I can open your why? I don't know. I cannot open that.
Okay, let me test again. Can you please try again? Oh, sorry. Finish. Can you please try again? Your microphone is mute.
Sorry, yeah. I'll try again. Oh, I can. How could I open? Rubayat, I also cannot open your link. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, actually, just copy and paste this link.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and go to share repo, I think.
So
yes.
Share.
Yeah.
Repository.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
user with access to repository can add. So yeah, you can add my email, I think. Add my email, and also you copy the link below. This is my email, and you can copy the below link. User with access to the repository can add it to the code editor using this. Can you get my email?
no, not yet, because I cannot open the chat list. Chat.
Okay.
Okay, so I get it.
Yes, right there, add access, and then copy the link below. Anyone can read? Yeah. Copy that link. No, copy the link. User with access to repository can, yeah. Just click the copy button. Yeah. Yes, and then done. And then share to me again to Google Sheet. And I think it can be accessed now.
Okay. Sure, it's a bit messy.
No problem.
I 34.
The the assignment form is now full of code.
Full of code. So,
Before, yeah.
Sorry.
Where's that?
Where's that?
Yeah. I will check.
Okay, copy. Paste.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I see. One.
Mr. Waya?
Yeah.
Yeah, the assignment for this is on the portal. So which assignment is that?
Which one? Which one?
The one I'm looking at on my portal, like the day 6 assignment. This one. This one.
This one is the last day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is MHI.
MHI, okay.
Yeah, MHI. From Dr. Safran.
Okay.
Rubayat,
Yes, please.
can you share your screen one more?
Oh, of course. Why not? Here you go.
Get link.
Get link.
No, don't use the triangle. Get link on only get link. Yes. And copy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, great. You can copy that and paste in GA.
Thank you. 34.
Yeah, 34. Yeah, 34. Yes, it's you.
Wait. And paste.
Great, I will be there. Yeah, I think this one is can be open. Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You are most welcome. Okay, I do have some different type of masking. Actually, I have tried a different way for masking. You can see.
We'll check first. Very nice.
Sorry, Mr. Ryan. Wanna ask
Yeah, Mas.
For the assignment on the Monmouth, on the zone 2, the 3 class grids still 16 centimeters, still, right?
Zone number 2.
Sorry, in the zone number 2, the 3 class grid, it's still 16 centimeter.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Every time you go to the field, if you use our methodology, 16 will be a threshold for the 3 class grid. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Wayan.
Yeah, please.
When we input our data in Monmouth, actually your written script, in your written handwriting script, you didn't mention any distance while measuring height. Is it 10 always?
The height, all of the high distance is 10 meters.
10 meter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Owen. Hello.
Hello, yes.
I have a question that in Monmouth, in tree height, I put data of distance, height, distance, angle, and the eye distance. Yes, eye height. So here the app automatically calculate the height. So how can I understand that this height is of which tree, or there is this height data does not indicate that this height is for this tree, this height for that tree?
Yeah. I see. Thank you for your question. For I think for the MONMA itself, now you cannot specifically for its tree, which tree that you measure, but for the methodology, we only provide the maximum of the community, in the area of the measurement. So for specifically, if you want to use high features in MONMAN to calculate the specific specific tree, you have to write down, maybe make a note, something like that. Which one number 1, which one number 2, which one number 3, related to the tree's features. Yeah. But for the MONMA itself, now we adopted. Now we adopting the methodology of our methodology. So only categorize, only collecting the data as the community, not as the individual. Yeah.
That means the height in a quarter or another quarter based height means.
Yeah, the highest. Yeah, the highest canopy. Yeah. Not its species, not its individuals. Yeah.
Okay.
That can only figure out the maximum value of the canopy, maximum height of the canopy. Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Hello, Pak Eka, are you there?
Yeah, Mas Amir, I'm here.
I just got the number of MHI greater than 100. I don't know.
Yeah. Can you share your screen?
Wait. Okay.
Can you share your screen? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so this is my area of interest. And I just run the MHI value, but when I click the inspector to see the value of the MHI in this area, and it show the value is greater than 100. I don't know.
Yeah.
Correct or wrong?
Yeah, it depends. You have to classify first using the colors.
Oh,
yeah, you can use this. Where is your layer? MSI layer.
MSI layer.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this area.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I will try to change the color.
I suggest you make 4 palettes. 4 palettes. You only make 1. Can you make 5?
5?
5. The first one is black. Sorry, the first one is yellow, white. Add 5 palettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The first one is white, yeah.
Yeah.
And the second is
no. One more. You have to add. Cancel. Add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yes. Select the
Uh-huh.
second one. Select the second. Yes. Choose the red color, and then select the second yellow. Yes. Select red. Green. No. Green. Yeah. And the last one black.
Black.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see the black area?
Yes.
Yeah. I think the black area is already changed to be
Oh.
building something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
How do you think? Can you make a satellite? Yeah, change to
Yes.
satellite.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
So the black area is in here.
you can check. You can check the area.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure now here.
The changing is in what it means, the change.
Which one? Which one? The black one.
Here.
Yes. Yeah. Can you zoom in? Yes.
Here, right? This area.
Yeah. Not area, not that area, but only several pixels, I think.
Hmm. Oh, in here.
Can you click that?
Oh, in here. But so the change of the area, it show this area. It means this area is degraded or
Yes. Permanently degraded.
or
If the number of MHI more than 100,
Mhm.
or maybe 200 and 150, I think that's the area is already degraded. But if the number of the area minus or zero, something like that, 0 something, the area still can be restored.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you made some comparison with Monmang?
In this area?
Yeah.
Not yet.
If your work is correct, so I think it will be similar with the Monmang.
Yes, but I retrieved this data from the Landsat. The year is from 2014 and
okay. Yeah. Can you change to be now?
Yeah, I try, but a lot of more clouds appear.
Okay.
so yesterday I tried to find what is the year that low cloud, something like that.
Great. Yeah. You don't need to stress. Oh, Mas Umir, I forgot. Just stay in the custom.
Oh, okay.
And 0 to 100. The range is 0 to 100. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay.
Ya, ketik aja 100. Paletnya 5.
3, 4, 5. 7, 8.
What happened? I think you made a mistake in Monmang calculation. MHI calculation.
What this means, like Mas Eka?
Yeah, there is nothing meaning from that. I think you have missed the script. I think script is
so this is wrong, right? This is
Yeah,
not
wrong.
correct.
Yeah.
So I have to see again the script.
Yeah. You have to evaluate your script.
Oh, maybe the threshold of the MVI.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because different years. Okay, thank you, Mas Eka. I will try again.
Mas Umir, actually, it will be more easy for us. Yeah, you just click, if you want to only study the MHI area, MSI, so clip it using MVI, the principal, yeah, clip it using MVI, and then
Yes.
calculate the healthiness, and get the area out from the MVI, and then clip the area, and use MHI to calculate the healthiness.
Yes. I have used it. I have masked first. I have masked the area with the MVI value, right? And then continue to calculate the MHI based on the MVI area that I have masked before.
Yeah. Please continue. Maybe in this afternoon you will have a correct answer from Dr. Safran. He's now still meeting, so that's why I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Pak Eka.
Mr. Wayan, are you there, Mr. Wayan?
Yeah, I'm here. Just turn off the camera.
I have completed my Monmang assignment, and I have also downloaded the Excel sheet where we where we have to submit it.
Have you finished with the photograph also?
The photograph, I have input the photograph into it. Then after that, with the canopy. So what photograph we have to put it in?
Yeah, I share you the link, right?
Yes, I have a link, and
have you downloaded it?
I think I have downloaded from the LMS, and I have also input all the picture into each plot.
Okay, great.
So I have now already got the MHI value for each plot, and
great.
I have grouped each plot into the respective zone.
Yeah.
And now, I have extracted all the information out into the Excel sheet, and where I can submit it.
Yeah, we'll share you the link now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mr. Chu, Miss Chu, are you there? For all of the participants, I have already shared the folder link. You can copy and paste the Monmang exported data from the Monmang applications, and don't forget to rename the file using your name and country. And for the closing ceremony, I think we need some of you to get a speaks, maybe like your impressions joining this training. You can be a representative from your country. So I think maybe one of you, maybe some of you here should be prepared maybe regarding the apps, also the technique or the trainers. You can also give some comments, your impressions generally to the training. Thank you.
Did not hear you clearly. Please repeat.
Paris?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat, please?
Yes. For today closing ceremony, we hope some of you can speak and can elaborate your impressions doing this training 1 week since 1 week, and you can be a representative for your country, and you can comment you can give any comment impressions for this training. For example, maybe technique for the trainers, and also the materials and the software, something like that, and also the Monma itself. You can give some comment regarding the training.
Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, please.
I just wanted to check something. On the LMS website, there's assignment day 6. It was supposed to be the Excel sheet, but we got it already filled in. So we don't need to submit anything there, right? Assignment day 6.
Assignment day 6, yeah. For
So
in the LMS, right?
Yeah.
In the LMS.
It said
Yeah, we need to I think we need to submit. Wait a moment. We'll ask to Dr. Safran first, okay?
Okay, no problem. I think it was the MHI interpretation, but we already got it filled in. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
If all of the homework is already compiled together in one file, I think assignment number 6 could be mine. I think could be the Excel from one month.
I think maybe because the link is for an Excel. It says please submit your file type XLS XLSX. So Excel.
Yeah.
It
So
might
then
have been.
I need to ask to Dr. Safran again.
Okay.
I need to confirm maybe we want to teach you how to export something to be from GIA to the XLS. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to confirm. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's time, maybe 2 minutes for break. Any other question? Hi, Yaya, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Great. Do you mind to take a photo session for us before we have a rest in the afternoon? Yeah. Okay, Pak Yaya, no problem.
Yes, please, no problem.
Please follow all of the participants. Please turn on your camera and show your smile. Not smell. Okay, smile, not smell. For documentation for Dr. Yaya sessions. Okay, I see all of you smiling now. Please, the committee, Mbak Amel dan teman-teman. Okay, we will start from the first page. Mbak Amel, are you ready? Or anyone?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, great, great. So we start from page number 1. Okay, I will count from 1, 2, and 3. Cheese. And then we
Okay,
move to the
wait.
next. Oh, wait, okay. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Eka, we can continue to page 2.
Page number 2. This is the great weekend, I think. So show your smile. 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
yeah, you spend 2 weekends in this training.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I think
Thank
now
you.
we need, yeah, but don't go anywhere. Now we have to break for 1 hour. Let's have the best lunch today, and we will continue the sessions with Dr. Safran and friends, and maybe all of the trainer will be joining with us in this afternoon. So see you in the 1 p.m. Jakarta time, in the next 1 hour. Thank you for your attention for today.